Hi, I'm Mel and welcome to this week's edition of Skate Shop Stories, where I'm going to share all about the beautiful people who have been visiting the Roller Girl Gang skate shop in Leeds Corn Exchange. I am super excited today because I have just got the news back from Kickstarter, who are a crowdfunding platform. They have accepted my project. I'm quite excited. I don't know if you got that from that. It feels like it's getting more real. By the time this video is out, the Kickstarter will be in full swing. I'm slightly preoccupied with thinking about like the Kickstarter, but holy moly, bring it back. After a slightly rocky start to the year, I was like, yes, I'm gonna make the skate shop really, like, not really profitable, but actually it needs to just be able to pay for itself. And yes, if it does make a profit, it means I can afford to buy more stuff and kind of expand what we're able to stock and serve the community better. Yeah, that would be a really nice thing to be able to do. But, people are struggling. We are finding that the costs keep rising. I've been down recently a YouTube rabbit hole of like consumerism, and I found it like genuinely shocking. The consumerism and things that are taking place on social media platforms with people being like peddled stuff that they really don't need. It just is so not in keeping with any values that we have at Roller Girl Gang. We're literally trying to just sell. I want you to have like one thing that is going to last for such a long time. You don't ever need to worry about like replacing that skate soon. Obviously, yes, it depends how you skate, depends where you're exploring, and so on and so on. But for a lot of people, their roller skates will last them for like a decade or more, because if you've had skates since you were a kid, you will know that. And you're now a fully fledged adult, then obviously yes, you'll know they can last for a really long time. So if you buy well, if you invest in them in the first place, it means less for landfill, it means nicer for your feet, like obviously once your feet stop growing, and it's just like better working conditions for everybody. And it's not going to be the cheapest thing. They can't be the cheapest thing if you are kind of trying to hit all of those things, but it is going to be good value. It is something that, as you can tell, does really wind me up. People want their stuff straight away thanks to the consumerism that is going on. I cannot compete with all of that. I'm not even going to try. We are simply different. This weekend was Easter bank holiday weekend. I'm so happy we had the day we did, because it was like the kind of day that fills you up and sets you up for this week when the VAT return is due. We had a visit from a full family who were just completely awesome. So chill. They drove 3 hours to get here, and they probably got here and went, oh my god, I've come to a shed. What is this even? It's a tiny little shack in the back of the Corn Exchange. Ordering a Colour Lab boot, picked out the boot they wanted, able to try on the boots that we had and get measured and just feel really confident about the process. And I was like, yes, this is exactly what we need. Somebody who knows what they want. It's just, they kind of already had a really good idea of what they wanted and were like going to look at the colours just to confirm. And that makes my job so much easier when you already know. I mean, they absolutely still asked all the regular questions about wheels. What wheels do you stock? Blah, 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 which I always expect. But I'm here for that, you know, I'm totally here for that. And I really enjoy sharing what I know about wheels and products and from my experience, which is why we do stock such a small range of products. I was like, this is awesome. Day's not going to get better than this. We've had an awesome Colour Lab order, and then we had a few like bits and pieces, people coming and looking, pretty standard on a bank holiday. People coming in for laces. Obviously, they kind of look at the lace wall and they're like, oh my God, so many laces. People buying laces for their Doc Martens, their like other boots. And then we had another family, but this was not like a family of 4. I think they were more like maybe 2 families. And the lady who bought skates came into the shop. She was visiting family in Leeds, but she said she's actually from southern Italy. And I was like, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Yes, she came from southern Italy to visit her brother who does live in Leeds. But then she was like, I must visit this shop. So she came in and she's like, do you do international shipping? I was like, oh yeah, totally, no problem. Like, oh my God, yes. And then she tried on like 6 different boots in the shop. And I was like trying to just kind of learn from her what she enjoying. And she was like, very much, I want a low cut skate. This is what I had when I was a kid. And I was like, okay. She put the Ride LR3s on. That's the only low cut boot we have. And she said, oh yeah, like this boot is pretty amazing, but not that comfortable. So I was like, right, okay, let's try something different. So we tried on a bunch of other boots, and the last one I like kind of figured out her palette was quite sort of natural and muted. So I pulled out the chestnut Vifa boot, which I've put away somewhere over there. I will have to show you another time when they're made. I pulled out the chestnut Vifa boot, and it was like I could have put like actual chocolate in front of her or something like that. She kind of started drooling like her, you know, when you have like cartoon eyes on stalks and someone's eyes goes like, awooga. It was a proper moment of just like skate love, you know. It's like the thumping heart in the chest, and she was just like, oh my God. And I said, I think they're your size, like put them on. And even better for you is that these ones are in the sales. And she was like, they're mine. So she bought them then and there, picked out like the rest of the build that she wanted. It's literally going to look like a Quality Street. So good. It's like a chocolate boot, purple wheels. She was like, I want to skate outdoor in these. I want to do this. There's just no skate shops in where I live. So I want something. And she was like, I really love what you do. And I was just like that. Oh, thank you so much. You could feel love pouring out of her. And although like her daughter was with her, who is a junior like Italian champion in artistic skating, so she was like, I'm never going to skate like my kid. However, that's okay. I don't want to skate like my kid. I want to skate with my kid. It's okay that I'm never aspiring to be that level of competitive. I don't need to. She's doing that. I don't need to steal her thunder or do anything like that or one up her in any way. You know, she can probably teach me things, and I think that's really cool. I was like, oh, that is so cool. What a chilled out parent. My gorgeous customer on Monday was just like, so ecstatically happy. It's like Easter holiday week in Leeds, and it has classically chucked it down with rain, but we had the most amazing young person in the shop this week, just like so centered and together. And I'm being so incredibly calm and super chill. I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised your kid is how they are as like a mid-teen. They were just like super chill and so willing to listen and not go, oh, I know all of the things already. They were after blocks, I think, to go on their boots. And I was like, yeah, you're going to notice a difference with those. And they were talking about like a new build and all kinds of stuff for skate park skating. And I was just like, you just need to go back out there and keep doing it and talk to more people. It's going to be okay. They're really nice. People are there. They want to help you. Just like ask them if you can borrow their wheels and stuff like that. But yeah, she was so sweet. So I think, I mean, I really hope we're going to see them again. Definitely, like, I love the shop and the conversations that we have. They were probably here for like an hour and left with nothing, because that's who we are. I think we want people to be really certain about their decisions. Yeah, I was just really delighted with it, with the whole situation. So that brings me to the end of this week's little recap of the customers that we've had in our shop and what gorgeous humans they all are. So until we meet again, I very much appreciate you being here. Please remember to like the video if you want to hear more. This particular series about skate shop stories is about the beautiful people who come and want to roller skate, and they have some very powerful stories. It feels intrusive to share certain identifying elements of them, so I want to make sure that I'm only sharing enough about them that you get a very kind of general flavor. The only people who will ever recognize themselves is the person that I'm talking about. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Rambled on again. Thanks so much for joining me.